Welcome to Hotel Talk. And today I have with us a slightly different direction here because we're going to be talking about healthy desserts and cheeses, all vegan, all made in Limassol by an entrepreneur, Marina Christoforou, who is the founder of Healthy, which is a dessert lab based just outside of the town centre in Pareklissia.
Yes, you're
Welcome,
so
Marina.
near.
So near to San Raphael. It's literally on our doorstep. I love it.
Yes, thank you for inviting me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. You know, I'm a big fan, a raving fan. I've done a few posts and reels about your unbelievably delicious desserts. Your brownies are my favorites. And of course, your vegan cheeses. And I
Yes.
love that because all your products are vegan, they're all processed sugar free. Tell us a little bit about what inspired you to start this company and who are your clients? What do you sell? Tell us a bit about
Okay,
what you do.
basically, I never studied this. I started it as a hobby. So from a very young age, I remember myself trying to cook in my mom's kitchen. Okay, I was doing a lot of mess until I learned how to cook. I was inspired by documentaries about food or different chefs that they were cooking, and I could get an inspiration. So at the moment, I studied when I was growing. I studied something different, art, fine art actually,
Oh, I didn't
and
know that. Amazing.
yes,
And you studied at Middlesex, yeah?
I
Yeah.
studied in
Yeah.
Middlesex. I did my master's there. I studied in Cyprus my BA, and then I continue at Middlesex, London. So when I came back, I was teaching. I was doing art. I was doing everything that I study.
So
Uh,
always creative. You were
yes,
always in that
yes,
creative
yes.
zone.
But then at the moment, I was really concerned about health and what is healthy, what is unhealthy. So because I couldn't like eat a lot of things like dairy, I was feeling really bad. When I was young, I was watching other kids eating ice cream. I couldn't. When I was just a little bit amount of ice cream, I would feel sick after. So I
So
was
that
always
wasn't the doctor telling you don't eat it. It was you
no,
on your
no,
own
it was by
having a
myself.
reaction and
Yes,
then knowing as a child, well,
yes,
I won't do that.
yes. And I was experimenting always. And then my mom had the health issues, so she has to go vegan, totally vegan. So I said, okay, we all do as a family, we do it together. So we start being vegan from a point that everybody was eating meat, the dairy, and blah blah blah. We start being vegan
And you
too.
did that overnight. Yeah.
Yes, it was just a
Wow.
decision that we have to do it for our mom.
Mm,
So we everybody did it in the family, most of us actually.
mm.
So from there, I start creating desserts. Okay, it wasn't good at all. My experiments was my friends and my family. So they were trying and they were like very disappointed. This is so untasty. This is so bad. So I was experimenting a lot. I throw a lot of stuff away.
But you see, this is all the failures lead to success. Practice
Yes,
makes
true,
perfect.
true, true.
What is it called? The W is it WK-40? That
The,
y-
the,
the
the,
the
the, the,
the
the,
lubricant
yes,
for you know for
yes, yes,
DIY and
that
everything.
one.
The reason why it's called 40 is because that was the 40th attempt.
Really?
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
knew about
And there's so many others that you know they took 1,000 prototypes before.
yeah,
Yeah, examples of this. So
yeah.
you're not alone.
True. So after that, I was with a friend that she was kind of the same. So we created a website, theunhealthy.com, and we're just it was a platform that we were putting recipes. So we were cooking, take pictures,
Mm.
putting recipes on the platform. After this, a lot of people start, why don't you do it and sell it to me than just me trying to make it and have a really bad results of
Mm.
the cooking. I cannot do it. So I start making desserts for friends and at home. And then I see that this was a very important thing for a lot of people, that I wasn't expecting that people would start being careful. And the people that they were careful, they were not all vegan. Like 80% of my customers are not vegan. They
And
just
probably even
people
more.
who
Yeah.
start understand that they need to reduce the sugar. They need to reduce um, the dairy. They need to reduce the gluten, a lot of things. So this is really, really good.
And your desserts, they're sugar free, processed flour free, or
Yes,
no,
it's
and
whole wheat
dairy. Whole
flour.
wheat
If I
flour. Yeah.
use a flour, it's going to be whole wheat
Hmm.
flour.
Yeah.
I don't, I do it everything by myself. Like,
Mm.
for example, if I need a peanut butter, I will do it. I
You'll
will
make
not
the peanut
buy,
butter.
yes, because I don't know what they have. I will
Mm.
just take the nuts and make the peanut butter. And then after, I will use it for my desserts.
Mm.
If I need a caramel, I will do it by myself. I will not buy a ready-made caramel. It's like I'm getting whole foods and I
Hmm.
create the
You're
way I
amazing.
want them.
So they're dairy free, gluten free,
Not all of them are
not gluten
gluten
free.
free,
Okay.
but some of them are gluten
Hmm.
free.
Amazing
Yes,
to have that
yeah,
option.
yeah.
And you make cheeses as well.
Yes, I do.
Mm.
It's not fermented,
No,
but
but they're delicious. I've tried them and I'm not a cheese. That was the easiest thing for me when I went vegan, that I never ate cheese. I
yes,
definitely was lactose intolerant from a young age, so I
yes.
also knew that that was just not for me. But I have an aversion to it, so I don't like the smell, I don't like the
Ah,
texture.
okay.
And not all, because I think some of your cheeses are quite cheese-like, but a few of them, they're more like spreads, and I really,
Yes,
really enjoyed them.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes. When you
yeah,
feel hungry, you just put like a little spread on a rice
yeah,
cracker and that's it, really.
yeah. Oh, it's amazing. That's so. So, is your mom well?
No, she's not well.
Hmm.
The disease is something that it goes worse as the time goes by. But the good thing, and this is a blessing, because I think she was very careful. She was like a soldier with
Mm,
her food and everything. Well, the doctor said that she will not be with us in 5 years,
mm,
but it's like 13 years now. She's still with us. She can
amazing,
understand us. She can see us, and she's
amazing.
yeah.
The
Mm.
power of the mind, huh?
Yes,
And
yes.
then also nutrition.
Yet
She's been
I
so
believe it was
careful.
very important for her that the nutrition was good, and I think that's it's keep her going, and her mind is still there.
Amazing. Well, I hope she's with you for a
Yes.
healthy and with you for a long time to come. So tell us a bit about you. Where did you grow up? What's been your personal journey?
Okay, I grew up in Pareklissia. That was I was born, and all my life was there. Okay, 35 years ago, I'm not 35 years old, but I remember from a very small age that there was very nice. We had
Mm,
a really good childhood. We were always outside, never in the house. We didn't have any phones. We didn't have any TV. We had nothing. So we are in nature. So I was
amazing.
always playing, always doing things. Even in winter, I don't remember like feeling cold or something. I always it was outside playing.
And is that why your lab is there? So where you
Yes,
make your food,
yeah, this
and I've
where I
been.
grow
Yeah,
actually.
that's so nice. And you do workshops as well, don't you?
I
And
used
events.
to.
Yeah.
I do events
Mm,
like tasting events. I will have one in on the 21st this week. But the workshops, it's a bit time-wise now.
mm.
I can't. I don't know in the future, maybe. But at the moment,
You're
no.
super busy.
Yes.
So I've got a list here of some of the products that you have that I thought were the most interesting, like your Ferrero tarts, your blue spirulina chocolate, and berry mini tarts. I've already mentioned your brownies that I love. You've got an amazing cheesecake. So these are really innovative desserts.
Yes.
And um, where do you get your inspiration for that? Where do you, and how do people find that? Because as we've said, like in Cyprus, we have a lot of people fasting. which is
Yes.
great. So 180 plus days of the year, people are fasting. But then many times, the rest of the time, and I think because of the fasting period, people feel like, oh, I'm giving up something, I'm sacrificing, so I don't want to do it on any other day. So, yeah, tell us a bit about how people have, yeah, taken
Okay.
that. And so your inspiration and then
Yes,
your customers.
my inspiration could be anywhere
Mm,
actually. It could be your dress, for example. If I see these and the colors also, it's not only about the taste, but it's
mm,
also about the colors, like the
yeah.
eye, what it see.
So
Uh,
if
so
everyone, if you have a lemon blue
I could
cake
have
coming
like
out
a
soon, it's
lemon
going to be
cheesecake.
Hotel Talk.
Yes, it could be a lemon cheesecake
It'll be
with blue
called the
color.
Hotel Talk
Yes.
Special or Farah's Special.
It's true that I get inspired from things that I see, from smells, of
Mm,
course. If I like a smell, I will try to make it a dessert.
mm,
For example, my cheesecake, my lemon cheesecake with blackcurrant sauce, the square one, the small,
mm,
it's inspired from a cheesecake that my mom used to do. And she was making with yogurt, lemon jelly, she didn't put any fresh cream, so she was putting lemon and yogurt and the blueberries on top. So not blueberries, blackcurrants.
mm.
So I got inspired from her and I recreated in a vegan and healthy way. So it could
That's
be
so
anything actually.
nice. That's so nice. And you mentioned that you make your own products. So do you source everything as locally as possible?
I'm trying. I'm
Yeah.
trying. For example, lemons I will get from my uncles if when it's the season.
Mm,
So what I do, sometimes I will dry them and I will make them powder so I can use them in
mm.
my desserts. If it's finished, then I will buy locally from the fruit market. Well, I'm trying as local as possible, which is difficult
It's
sometimes, you
difficult,
know.
I know, especially with the vegan products. We don't have
Yeah,
everything in
yes,
Cyprus.
yes,
My
yes.
husband always laughs. He's like, whenever I ask him, "Oh, can you pass by a store and pick up?" He's like, any other husband will be told just to, grab milk and bread, and I get told to do ground flaxseed and, you know,
True,
and he said, and something that no one's even heard of.
true, so true.
It's not always easy. So I said, I've got another question here for you. As a business owner in Limassol, um, how have you noticed a shift in consumer preferences over the years? Have you found more and more people coming for vegan desserts? Have you found it being more accepted? Have you found people that used to, for example, just come for brownies, but now they're trying more of the spirulina things?
Yes,
Or
I think it's they are getting more educated
mm,
on this. I think it's because of the social media. This was a big thing, so they
yes.
get more
And your social
information.
media is good. Like
Yes,
I learned about your
yes,
last
yes.
workshop or
It's really
tasting on
good
it. Yeah.
because I get most of my customers from the social media,
Mm.
and I think young people from age of 25 until 45, they go to the gym now. They take a good care of themselves,
They
and
really do. They drink less. They're
yes,
more careful with their sugar. I mean, it's
yes.
amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
and new mothers as well. I
Mm.
noticed a lot of new mothers. They don't want to give sugar to their kids,
Mm.
and they are also a nursery that they order. They say to their customers to order from me
Oh,
because
that's
they
so
don't want
nice.
the kids to take cakes at
Yeah.
school that they have sugar or
Mm.
dairy or nuts. It's like I created only a cake for them.
Yeah.
It's like have nothing inside that is like could
Yeah.
be nuts or dairy or
No
sugar,
allergens. Yeah.
colors, nothing. So
Amazing.
it's this is good. This is good.
Oh, I hear that and I feel so full of joy and appreciation because it's so important. I remember when all my kids, when they started nursery and they were quite clingy, and I was very, very lucky to go to an amazing nursery and they would let me hang around. And most of the kids thought I was a teacher for a while, but I would be there and I would see the kids as they opened their lunch boxes. And I was genuinely shocked daily at what I saw
I'm
in
sure.
the lunch boxes of
I'm
kids.
sure.
And it would, because it wouldn't be, some children, they wouldn't have like, oh, the occasional treat. They would have every day, you know, massive piece of pizza or a processed croissant from a
True.
packet. They'd have crisps. They'd have chocolate bars. They're nothing nutritious. Everything was sugar, processed flour, dairy. Yeah, really, really crazy. And of course, mine have their treats, and nobody's perfect, but they have their fruits and vegetables, and it's what they know. And yeah,
Yes, I remember when my son went to nursery because I was having him at home until
mm,
5 years old. So when he went, his sandwich was brown bread
mm,
with avocado,
yeah,
with peppers. And when he opened his lunch for first time to eat that, the other kids start making
fun of him.
fun of him. So
Oh,
he came home. He said, "You never put me. You will put me from now on white bread, ham and cheese."
because he wanted to fit in, and that's only
Yes,
normal.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yasmina, my eldest, who does eat everything. She's not vegan, but when they're predominantly plant-based, all her children. And when she was at school once, and she had a vegan, I think it was ham and cheese sandwich or a vegan cheese sandwich, something like that. And one kid said, "Oh, your cheese looks different to ours," and laughed.
How?
And yeah, and I said to her, actually, well, there's so many cheeses in this world, from cheddar to Edam to I don't
Yeah.
even know them all. And so there's some that are orangey, some yellow. So that was a ridiculous comment anyway. But the kids will be kids. But Yasmina answered not that way. She really shocks me. And some of the other mums heard about it, and then they called me and they were like, "Wow." And she said, my food might look different to yours, but my mummy is doing the best she can to give me healthy
Wow.
food. And so you shouldn't laugh at me or my mum. And just like I'm not laughing at you and your food, which I know is unhealthy. And that's actually, I don't think it was, she had a ham sandwich. She even said like that's a,
Yes.
dead animal. She said, but I'm not commenting on yours or making fun of you because I know your mother's doing the best she knows to give you the best food she knows. So don't look at
That
mine.
was really smart of her.
And she was so young when she said it. I don't know if she was like maybe 6 years old. And there was another lady who was Indian in the class and who called me and said, "Thank you," because her son always has curries and even his Tupperware is different. She was like, he'd always felt awkward, but he suddenly felt so empowered by
Wow.
Yasmina's
Yeah, that's
reaction.
really good.
So yeah, sometimes it's about empowering the kids also to be
Yes.
like, you know what? This is
This is
different,
my food.
but this is good. And they
Yeah.
don't know. And you're in the know. But on the other hand, I get it, they want to be like
Yeah.
them. So um, yeah, it's a tough
It
journey to
happens.
take. Yeah, exactly. It's a balancing act. But I'm so happy that you do what you do because for me, the nicest thing about having cakes like yours is being able to tell the kids, eat as much as you want.
Yes.
There's no like, oh wait, when they go to the fridge, don't eat that, or have you eaten something healthier first, because it's healthy. Like it's
Yes.
actually good to have
You
something
don't
full of,
mind. Yes.
nut butters and healthy ingredients, so they can, if it's cocoa, they can
Yeah.
eat.
Yes.
It's really good. So, as a business model, have you partnered with others to try and raise awareness, or have you found that people have told people and you've had that
Yeah, I think the second
effect?
one,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't need to be too loud uh, because it has to do with food.
Mm,
You sell good food, good desserts. So when they try with these events that I do, I started this now with the free tasting events because I realized that here locally, people want to try. A lot of people, when they came to my events, they told me, it's been a long time that I see you in the social media,
mm,
but I didn't know if it was good. I
yeah.
didn't know if it was tasty because sometimes we get things that are healthy and they are so untasty. So I said I will go. It's something to do for myself, and if I like it, I will buy. If I don't,
Yeah.
So
Exactly. And seeing is
yeah,
believing, tasting is
yes,
believing.
it's better
Mm,
just somebody to come to taste
mm.
and to buy when they know what it is.
Plus, you have so much variety. So
Yes.
someone might think, oh, well, I know that I like chocolate, but when they come and they try one of the other desserts, they're like,
Yeah.
actually, that's so good. And I'll order
Yeah.
that cake or I'll, yeah,
Yeah.
grab those bars. You also
Yeah.
do healthy
Yeah, I
bars,
do
don't you?
bars as well,
Mm,
and they are also. I'm trying to have them like a little bit of higher protein. I
mm,
do put vegan protein.
hmm.
I did buy a lot of proteins, so vegan proteins, and I try to find the best one to taste.
Yeah, tastes good.
To taste good, to be because they are not they are not all vegan. So when they taste something that is a bit different, they don't like it. So I do a lot of research and tastings before I put things in my
Mm.
bars or in my desserts, just to be neutral for everybody.
Well, practice makes
Yeah.
perfect. So you're definitely an amazing example of that. So, what are the plans for Unhealthy? Upcoming projects or your vision of where you'd like to see it go?
I do want to make like small events with little like 15 people, like a tasting event, like a fine dining event. I
Mm,
don't know. I will. I have it in mind to do it in the future, but it's. I know it's hard, but I want to do like some evenings like
mm.
this. So we see.
Yay. Well, we should team up because I
Yes.
love organizing these events. So, let's do it. What's your favorite quote?
Okay, I have a lot, but I use only two or three. So I will tell you which I use a lot in my life.
Okay.
So, uh, money comes and goes, so don't worry too much about them. I know it's important, but don't worry too much about them. And I have zero expectations, but when you want to give or to offer, don't wait something in return. These are my favorites.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. And no one said, imagine, we're nearly 150 episodes and we've never had those quotes
Really?
before. So I love it. And it's so true because money does come and go. And we've got to have positive relationships with money. And I think
Yeah,
um, definitely over more recent times, it's this push and pull, and people get very nervous about it and they don't
yeah.
like talking about it. And but we have to be more, yeah, more
Yes,
open
because
about it.
when you have a lot, you feel sad. When
Mm,
you don't have, you feel sad.
mm,
So it's you need to have like I have the money, but I use them to in the right
in the
way.
right way.
If I don't have the money, I'm trying to work for it and have at least something to eat,
Mm.
a
The
house to
basic,
live.
yeah,
Yes, the
the
basic. Yeah.
basics, yeah. And we forget that the basics actually is enough.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. So, got a few questions in here. These are from our team at St. Raphael. They all get the chance to write
Okay.
a
I got
question.
two.
Okay, well, you put one back. Okay. And yeah, let's
So,
see what you got.
what is one thing you will do to change someone's day without words? Smile, of course.
Ah, smile. I love that. That's Christiana, the spa manager. That's one thing you do to change with that word. Yeah, just smile.
Yeah.
Christiana, she's been on the podcast as well in a recent episode, and she speaks sign language. So
Ah,
that's why she
okay.
would have asked that. She could have a whole conversation without words, but yeah,
Wow.
smile. It's so true. We had a Grammy nominee, Dimitra, on our Dimitra George on our podcast, and her quote I remember was, "If you see someone without a smile, give them yours."
Oh, that's very
Yeah.
nice.
Marina, thank you so much. This has
Thank
been so
you.
interesting. I love your desserts. I'm so happy to support you in any way I can, and I can't wait to see what else you do. And already dreaming of your brownies. So I'm gonna
Okay.
order them
We'll
soon.
arrange that. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it helps us more than you may realize. If you are planning on coming to visit us at St. Raphael Resort and Marina, feel free to email our reservations team quoting Hotel Talk and receive an exclusive offer just for you. We look forward to seeing you soon, hearing your feedback about our show, and producing many, many more interesting episodes just for you, our listener, and our valued guest in mind. Thank you so much, and take care.